Yeah, it's fun to get back to it. The season didn't end quite the way we wanted to, so it's good to get back out there, have some football going on, and it'll be fun tomorrow to finally put pads on and see our guys hitting each other and see it work in that aspect. So it's always a fun time of year. A lot of new players, on offense and defense, just to see how all these guys are going to mesh, how we can get them to mesh. It's a fun time of year for sure.
There were a lot of seasoned college quarterbacks in this year's transfer portal. Obviously, you guys went with Tyler. When you guys were sitting around the war room, what kind of stood out to you about him and why he would be such a good fit here?
Well, I think Tyler's talent jumps off the screen. He's got a big arm. He's a big kid. NFL type of frame. He's athletic. Like he can run. He can run the football, and that was intriguing to us. But really, just the depth of experience that he has, the way the ball jumps out of his hand. Thought he played a lot of really good football. Obviously he's had an unfortunate string of injuries that have kind of slowed him down a little bit. But I think his talent upside is very high.
He was in more of an air raid system there at Texas Tech.
So he's been in a lot of different systems. So Tyler this will be his 7th year of college football. I kind of teased him a little bit. I said when I was going into my 7th year of college football, that was my 3rd year and last year in the NFL. So that's kind of references the age and experience that he has. But he spent the year backing up Herbert at Oregon. Was a starter for a Pac-12 championship team at Oregon, and then goes to Texas Tech and gets that experience in 2 different systems there. But ended up in the air raid, the last few years. But he's taken all that knowledge from all those different systems that he's learned, and he knows a lot of football. He's really picked up our system really well. He's attacked it. I really look at it as like we went out and we got us a guy that's essentially a pro quarterback if you look at age-wise, experience-wise, and that's how he carries himself. So we're pretty fortunate right there.
Brian, and a lot of people, when they look at him when he was the time he wasn't injured, not only does he act and have the age, but his skill set looks like a pro quarterback. A lot of people say that. What do you see like that skill set that sets him apart?
Yeah, obviously he's got the size you want. He's got a big arm, and he's got athleticism. He can throw from. He displayed it yesterday. He was throwing from all different arm angles. He had a really good day yesterday. Kind of showed some flashes, showed off a little bit, which was really good to see. But he has that talent. I mean, he was highly recruited coming out of high school. He was he's actually in the same class coming out of Phoenix as Jack Plummer and Brock Purdy. But Tyler was the highest rated guy. He was the one that everybody was after when he was coming out. So he's always had the talent, and he's displayed that numerous times. I think we got him in a good pro system now. He's going to be able to show off all those aspects of his talent. Try to keep him upright and healthy, and have a clean season. I think he'll show a lot of people what he can do.
How big was last year for Pierce to be here, early, to get through everything and to go through a whole year? And what do you see different?
Yeah, it's Pierce has developed really well. He's into it. He's studying. I think it's been good for him to have first an experienced guy like Plummer for a whole year to see how he really attacks it week in and week out, and how he studies film and how he breaks down defenses, and the work that it takes to be able to play at a high level in college football. And if you want to get to the next level, what you got to do. And then to have Tyler come in now, and he's the same way, where he's doing it 24/7. He's in there watching film all the time. Pierce has really grabbed onto that as well, where there's not a time I walk down the hallway I don't see those guys in there, studying on their own, watching film, getting better. And Pierce has done a really good job of attacking it and trying to get better.
You kind of touched on it probably there, but when you're trying to replace a starting quarterback, what are you wanting from that group? What are you hoping to see from them as a unit throughout the spring?
Well, quarterback unit, I think, really the health of the room is very important to me, is building a good chemistry in the room. So number one, you got to get the right type of guys. You got to get guys that just want to be better, that love ball, that want to grind. So if you get all those guys in the same room together, there's going to be competition. There's going to be, they're all going to want to start. They're all going to be the guy, and you want that. But you want good people that can compete in a healthy way. That's going to make each other better. Football's not when you play quarterback, it's not a one-on-one sport. You can't, in basketball, you can go play somebody one-on-one and say, hey, I'm better than this guy because I beat him one-on-one. And when you play quarterback, you really can't do that. You're facing a lot of different variables each time you're up there. So really, you're competing against yourself every day. You got to become the best player you can be every single day. So when you do that, I would hope that we're able to help each other, cheer each other on when the other guy's in there. But we're competing, trying to be the best player we can be. But a healthy room is huge. Thought we had it last year. Definitely had it at Purdue, where those guys competed. I mean, we were rotating quarterbacks at Purdue, and never had any tiffs or anything like that. Those guys were